Hi, greetings from beautiful Ixtapa, Mexico. Don't mind me. It's been a beautiful 4 days here in Ixtapa at the Club Med Hotel. I have been at the Opportunity Collaboration Conference. I had the opportunity to serve 17 beautiful leaders from all over the world. I served as the moderator for a 3-day leadership circle. We got to learn in so many beautiful ways, and I'm not going to share about what we learned maybe another time or my own reflections. But while I was here, there was open mic night a couple of days ago. And I saw that one of the talents that was shown, someone read a bit of her book. And I thought, hey, I should read a bit of mine as well. But the story I wanted to read would have taken longer than the 3 minutes that we were allocated. So I thought, you know what, why don't I just do this for Mind Your Business? So in today's episode of Mind Your Business, I am going to be reading from my book, Yarns of Inspiration, a particular story which is entitled, Why Is This So Hard for You to Love Me? And it is not really about the story itself, it's the follow-up to the story that I'm so excited about sharing with you. So just indulge me, I'll read a bit and I'll tell you how far I have come in terms of loving myself. So you sit tight. Enjoy. Fab Hab Ashanti, a haven nestled at the tip of Kumasi, where fresh air meets serenity. Fab Hab Ashanti is a residential learning and event space perfect for your corporate training, staff retreat, group hangouts, and wedding receptions. With 4 rooms and 15 beds, you and your group can sleep comfortably. What makes us special? Fab Hab Ashanti is not just a space, it's a commitment. By choosing us, you support community projects empowering women and youth. Join us at Fab Hab Ashanti off Aful Junction, Abuabukesi, Kumasi. Fab Hab Ashanti, here we grow. Hi, I am Ahmed Duncan, founder of the Fabulous Woman Network. Before 2015, I was that broke girl who was stuck in her own limiting belief of not enoughness. Marianne Williamson's words, "You are a child of God," woke me up. And then I sought help to work on myself. I still invest heavily in my personal development, and so much has changed for me in the most incredible ways. My burning desire is to see an Africa in which women are empowered to thrive and impact people. I am a trainer, coach, author, social entrepreneur, and an event organizer who is passionate about helping others on their own personal development journey so that together we can all thrive as fabulous children of God. Mind Your Business is our weekly podcast which is free on YouTube. Here we share enriching content to help us all thrive as fabulous children of God. And if you prefer to work with me one-on-one, please go to my website, ahmedduncan.com/store to book a discovery call with me. Welcome back. So I am going to start by reading from page 26 of Yarns of Inspiration which is my 3rd book. It's quite a long read. Please indulge me. When I'm done, I will share how far I have come. So this was written at a time where I needed help in the ministry of loving oneself. And I've had the opportunity to review, to see myself now, the difference between the girl I was then and the girl I am now. So indulge me. Are you ready? So it's Yarn 4 and the title is, Why Is It So Hard for You to Love Me? It was a short trip. All my life I had been looking forward to visiting this particular country, and yet when the opportunity finally came, I had to make it short because my brother was getting married. So the plan was I would arrive on Wednesday, speak at the conference on Thursday, and return on Friday. No shopping. It was just in time for me to make it back to Ghana for the ceremony on Saturday. No problem. For my brother, I will do this. He is worth it, I thought. Everything happened according to plan on the trip, well, except for the shopping bit. At the time, I had been saving for something very important later that year. So I told myself no more shopping, not even for the kids. Besides, I had recently shopped my wallet off on a previous trip, and so surely I would be forgiven if I returned empty-handed, I reasoned. However, on my way to the boarding gates at the airport, there was this really incredible shop with thousands of different arts and gifts. The shop literally kept calling my name. Rolling my eyes dramatically, I said to myself, fine, just $100 and I am out of here. As usual, I got a few gifts for the kids, and then debated with the two shop attendants on whether I should get a giraffe print tie or a t-shirt for my husband. Oh, and I simply had to buy two lovely bead necklaces for my mother and mother-in-law. But of course, I couldn't forget my two sisters-in-law, my brother-in-law and my housekeeper, who were taking care of the kids while I went looking for money. Finally, I got chocolates for my church team and girlfriend's kids. However, just as I was about to go to the till, I thought, wait, I haven't bought anything for myself. For some reason, this thought irritated me. Why on earth would I buy something for myself when, one, I was saving seriously, two, I did not have a lot of money, three, I did not particularly need anything. After what seemed like a couple of minutes, I said, fine, I will just get myself this pair of earrings, eyes rolling. I paid for the items, rather feeling irritated, not particularly happy that I had made the final purchase. But I refused to be angry at that moment. After all, I was on my way home and my big brother was getting married. What? Miracles happen. A few months later, I had to return to the same country. This time it was a 3-day conference, so I had 4 whole nights. Fabulous. I will definitely treat myself this time. And then of course, I will shop. The kids needed new PJs, I thought. So yes, I was really looking forward to this second trip to my dream country. On day 1, I went on a tour, but only because it was sponsored. No, I would not have paid to treat myself to it because, as my friends like to say, I am Pepe, stingy with money. That's the meaning. On day 2, I discovered a mall close to the hotel we stayed at. With my shopping list, I marched straight to H&M looking for PJs. That was when I saw it. The perfect briefcase bag I had imagined for as long as I had fantasized about being a career woman. It was black with gold details, just perfect to match everything I had and go everywhere I went. Alas, in my mind, but Amma, you know you don't have money. This statement had to rear its ugly head in my thoughts again. And as usual, I dismissed the idea of buying the bag right away. I went on and got the PJs from another shop and looked for some gifts for the few ladies I had at home. On day 3, I went back to the mall to check out the training pants I had seen at another shop the day before. It was perfect, except for the price. So I dropped it and went back to H&M. At least, even if I could not buy the bag, nothing stopped me from just looking at it. While there, I spotted a pair of khaki pants on sale and I thought they would look good on my husband. There was even a matching t-shirt. Of course I had to buy it. The man is a godsend, always being nice about my trips, even if the inconvenience made him unhappy. That night on my way back to the hotel, there was a heated debate going on in my head. Why on earth couldn't I have the bag versus why buy it? All throughout the next day, the bag was on my mind as I packed, received a few visitors, made some sales of items I had sent to exhibit. Basically, I could not get it out of my mind. By 3 p.m., I was pacing back and forth in my room. I deserve the bag. I have worked very hard for this money. I have bought gifts for everyone. How about me? My mind was raging. I stormed out of the hotel, bought another top, bought the bag, bought another white top for me, and sauntered out of there feeling like the boss. Oh my goodness. I will never forget the defiant feeling I felt, as if I was some rebel. Well, I guess I was actually a rebel. I was rebelling against the voice which always told me to spend on others except me. Come to think of it, this reminds me of a question my dear friend Frances, may her soul rest in peace, had asked me during one of our tete-a-tetes. She asked, why do some women eat the burnt part of food instead of throwing it away to make a new one for themselves? I wonder why some mothers walk into a shop to treat themselves only to come out with shopping bags full of children's clothes. Why do some women break their backs to make good money but refuse to spend it on themselves? In 2018, I conducted a poll on social media to ask our network what they wanted us to discuss during our dinner with the girls in Kumasi. I was so excited when more than 60% of the votes were for loving and valuing ourselves as women. It was evident to me then that self-love is quite difficult for some of us women, especially mothers. The more I think about it, the more it baffles me. There is this exercise video I danced to at the end of it, the trainer says, and don't forget to love yourself. The first time I did that particular routine, I jokingly looked in the mirror and said, I love you. And I kid you not, I started tearing up. Suddenly, I began to realize that I did not really love me. Else, I would not have made certain choices that put the welfare of my mind, body, and soul last. The sad part is how I expect everyone else to show love to me and yet do not even realize that I am not loving me. And so for the past few months, I have been on a journey to discover what it means to love and value me as God sees me. It has been interesting. I have realized that it is actually easier said than done. And I have to be intentional about it. Well, for now, whenever the voice which prefers to put me last pops up in my head, I ask, why is it so hard for you to love me? Roll my eyes and treat myself like the boss. Hey lady, don't forget to love yourself. Ama XX. Oh, this story still brings beautiful smiles to my face, and remembering the whole experience while I was in the room pacing up and down, it was so hilarious. So this story came to mind, like I said, when I had the opportunity to do the open mic, but I didn't actually do it. And after that, I got to reflect, to look at the difference between the girl who was pacing up and down, deciding on whether to buy that bag or not, who eventually bought it, versus the girl sitting here on this beautiful beach, as they call Playa, in Mexico. I mean, definitely I am not that same person, and I feel so proud of myself, and I'm so grateful to God that we have come this far. I'm so grateful that He redeemed me. If you know my story, I talk about the poem Let Your Light Shine by Marianne Williamson. God really did redeem me. Now, what are some of the things that I do now to let me know that I am not that girl? I wrote down 4 different things that I do now, personally. This is my personal story. 4 things that I do that makes me know that I am definitely showing love to myself. Number 1, pausing to ask myself what I need For instance, I remember some time ago, a gentleman I follow on Facebook, Richard Enim, posted this. This poster about the real luxuries, and one of it was slow mornings. It was, I think, 9 items, and one of it was slow mornings. I looked at it and was like, oh my God, I would love to have slow mornings where I am not rushing to go anywhere, but I spend time, like quality, quiet time, doing things I love, like praying, reading the Bible, meditating, just not rushing, being, maybe looking out in the window at something beautiful, just relaxing, not really asleep, being. And then I decided that I was going to do that. And I'm so happy. I haven't done it 100% of the time, but I have been quite consistent with giving myself slow mornings. Sometimes it's 2 hours, sometimes it's 90 minutes, and this also includes workouts sometimes. And the workout also means dancing, which is fabulous. This morning's workout was a walk along the beach, you know, it was just fabulous. So that is one thing I'm doing now that makes me know that definitely, Amma, girl, you're loving yourself. Number 2, intentionally deepening my presence in spaces within which I feel authentic and accepted. This is how I have felt over the past few days being at the OC. It's one of the places that I love being. I mean, this is my second time, but this environment, this is the kind of environment I thrive in, where I feel that I am 100% whole and authentic. And everyone here is kind to me, and I am kind to everyone. I don't feel like I'm holding anything back, I am being inauthentic or I'm pretending. Here I feel authentic, and I feel myself loving me, and I feel others loving me, right? So I'm deepening my presence in these places. That is second. Then third, giving myself grace, knowing that I don't know it all and that I am a lifelong learner. One of the best thoughts I have blessed myself with is to remember that I am a learner, which means I am not perfect. I am not doing everything to perfection. You know, I think I am admitting that I may be a perfectionist a bit. I really didn't think I was until, you know, I went through some coaching sessions and realized that, okay, actually I may be. And sometimes it can be hard because you think, oh, I have to do this excellently, and I have to speak excellently, and I have to sit excellently, eat excellently, everything, even sleep excellently. I have given myself grace to think that, hey, I'm a learner. What does a learner do? A learner is learning, doesn't know it all. I see myself as a child. You know, when a child is learning how to walk, they stumble sometimes, they get it all over the place sometimes. But eventually they get it and they start walking. And it doesn't even mean that once they figure out how to walk, they will never stumble, as we say in Ghana, pro. You know, sometimes you can trip, and it's okay. I am a learner, and being in the, just having that mindset that I'm a learner is beautiful. And the final thing is consistently soaking in content which enriches me. This morning, for those of you in the Fabulous Man community, I mean, you are not listening to this morning as I'm recording it, but this is way back. I sent a podcast episode that I had been listening to. I have put it on replay since I got to Mexico. It's sort of 2-in-1 episode with Priscilla Shira and Sarah Jakes Roberts. That podcast spoke to me in a way that made me think, you know what? I have to share this with others, and that's why I shared it to you. This is the kind of content I am blessing myself with daily. It's here, plugged in, and it's helping me, it's uplifting me, it's helping me go, it's helping me focus on what matters and not all the negative things that are happening around the world. No. We are focusing, and this is really helping me. So these are the 4 ways that I can say for sure. These are 4 of the ways I can say for sure that they are helping me. And also, these are things I'm doing for myself to let me know that, Amma, you are loving yourself. I love you, Amma. I love you, Amma. So I would love for you to also share. What are you doing that shows that you're showing yourself love? I would love for you to share in the comments. So let me just go through the 4 again. Pausing to ask myself for what I need and giving it to me, intentionally deepening my presence in spaces within which I feel authentic and accepted, giving myself grace, knowing that I don't know it all. I am a lifelong learner, and finally, consistently soaking in content which enriches me. Before I let you go, my bus is coming soon. I'm heading to the airport, to the Ixtapa airport, and then to Mexico, and then to Nairobi before I come home. It's been quite a trip, right? But before I let you go, let me just let you know, my ladies, come closer. Did you know that in 2025, in April 2025, the Fabulous Woman Network is turning 10 years old? We are 10 years old now. We are 10 years old now. I am so excited. God has been good. And we want to do a beautiful celebration for God's glory and also to give back. And I will definitely share more information with time. If you're in our community already, you will have feedback. If you haven't registered for our membership, it's a free membership, and it's an opportunity to reach you directly via WhatsApp or email with information as well whenever we have different activities. And then, of course, there are some perks that come with being a member. So the link is in the caption. You can click on to register to be a member, and you can be in any country, Cambodia, Egypt, it doesn't matter. We have women from all over the world who are part of our beautiful supportive community. Mark these dates. April 2025, IFAB 2025. We'll also have a series of events throughout the year to commemorate this in different cities, so you never know, we may be coming to your city. Would you like us to come to your city? Reach out and let's connect. For now, I want to say thank you so much for listening to me. Love yourself because you totally deserve it, and God loves you so much. Ta, toodles, bye. Mind Your Business is one of our free resources available on YouTube. And if you prefer to work with me one-on-one as your coach, a consultant, or as a trainer, it starts with a discovery call. Head to amadankan.com/store to book a discovery call with me.